Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at a young lady from RAQUEL Welch who goes by the name Stop Traffic. This is her, and I have her in 3 colors, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're looking at a young lady who goes by the name of Stop Traffic. She is from RAQUEL Welch, and as you can see, she's another one of those wonderful shoulder length, relaxed, easygoing, kind of razor cut beachy wave bob boy. Well, that's a lot to talk about, isn't it? Yep, she is. She's really a comfortable little young lady, and she is amongst that popular genre right now. If you look at every manufacturer, they'll all have their version of this young lady. Anyway, but you can see her texture and movement give this blunt bob a tousled and loose layered look of natural curls and unstructured waves. So let's go ahead. The 3 colors that I have her in are all shown right here. You know, they're called glazed mocha, honey pecan, and shaded toast. Now, those all look so close to the exact color, same colors. You're going to notice subtle, very subtle differences. But if you like this mid-range dark blonde, light brown, gold highlights, or blonde highlights, you're going to like any of these colors. They're going to be exactly what you might want to wear, and you could interchange them. Now, the one thing I will tell you is that this shaded toast has a dark root, but these 2 young ladies do not. So let's go ahead and take a look at just what they look like on the mannequin, okay? All right, so you can see they look about shoulder length. They're a little bit fuller with layers, and you can see the highlights and the lowlights. This one is the honey pecan, and she has fewer highlights, and she might be a little bit ashier in her coloring. So you're going to have a little bit more darkness than you would with these 2 ladies. The shaded toast and the glazed mocha have more blonde highlights, but they're all within the very same range as each other. So you could trade off any of them. So let's take a look at the cap construction of this young lady, okay? And of course, all of these, no matter whether they're a rooted or a non-rooted wig, they're going to have the same kind of cap construction. All right, what we have here is closed lace with a central monofilament crown top, kind of a cross between the section of the wig top that is considered the top, but it goes into the crown area a little bit, but it's just centered right across that top area. So you don't get permatease up there. You get a much more natural looking flatter area right here on top so that it looks a lot more natural. We have a nicely curved front with a 1/2 inch of velveteen fabric across there. We have closed ear tabs with significant metal stays in there, and some hair fibers stitched on the underside of those ear tabs. We have the Velcro adjusters on the right and left of an extended closed nape, and that's that same soft velvety fabric. But if you look at the wefts and these vertical elastic bands, we have memory cap 3. These are all lined with silicone. So when you put this on, it's going to grip whatever you have there, whether it's your biological skin that's still showing, whether it's your bio hair, or whatever you happen to have there. This is going to grip, and it's also going to mold itself to your natural contours of your anatomy on your scalp. So this is going to give you a very nice, individual, customized fit. And I can tell from having worn this young lady that it's a very, very comfortable fit. So very nice features on this young lady, isn't it? Oh my gosh. And lots of rows of hair curtains, lots of stretchy wefts. I want to make sure we don't get any of those hairs being pulled out from underneath the cap. And this is another one of those young ladies who's going to look perfect whether you comb her or just shake her. You know, she is going to have those extra layers. She's almost like a longer shag, or maybe a shag that's grown out. She has a full bang. And of course, I have learned how to make those bangs a little more to my liking by making them wispy, by combing off from the side a little bit more. But we're going to take a look at how I did that. But yeah, I mean, look at these young ladies. Aren't they darling? Oh my gosh, this is the hairstyle that I loved wearing in the 70s. And part of, you know, if you look at my wedding pictures, it's almost like this. So I'm a little partial to this hairstyle. Let's go ahead and try her on, okay? Alrighty, so what I have on today is another RAQUEL Welch favorite. Her name is Voltage, and she is in the color Gradient Charcoal. I've done a review on her. I'll put that tag right up here, and you can go look at her whenever you like, okay? We're gonna try on the glazed mocha first, okay? All right, okay, here she is, right off the mannequin and right out of the box. So I haven't done anything with her, and look at how she lays. She is like an everyday casual, I'm just going to go to the store and do what I need to do. Isn't this cute? Well, let's go ahead and do a spin. She's got lots of great movement. Shoulder length. It is going to get some friction frizz in that area from wear, but I am confident that, you know, with a little trim, she's still going to look great. Okay, so she is super. Just getting out of the box. Now, like I said, I do part her a little bit on the side and make those bangs a little bit on the wispy side. So you can let her get a little fuller. You could smooth her down if you want. But I think the beauty of this particular hairstyle, and it's much like even Jaclyn Smith's Heat Wave, or many other brands that have this same kind of unstructured, longer bob, casual look. It's just one of those things that just looks, it's easy to wear, very easy. In fact, I have my photograph taken for my driver's license with that here, and you can see what she looks like. There it is. It didn't turn out bad, did it? Okay, let's take a look at her dimensions. All right, the front is 4.5. The crown is 10 inches. The sides are 8.5, and the back is 8.5. The nape is 7.5. She weighs 3.9 ounces. That I'm really glad to hear. Anytime a wig starts getting into 4 ounces and above, it gets to think, at least for me, I feel like it might be a little bit more dense than I want, or maybe it's more hair than I want. She only comes in an average size. They're calling this a monofilament crown. And of course, it's got a memory cap 3. So that's this young lady here. Let's see, how many colors does she come in? She comes in 21 colors. 15 are non-rooted and 6 are rooted. So you have those options. And of course, she comes in a variety of reds. The one thing I noticed that she doesn't come in is a gray color. And shame on them at Hair You Wear for not doing that, because this would be an extremely popular wig in gray for me to sell in my business, in my face-to-face business. So, boy, that would be one request I would make, is to have this one in either the iced granita or even the gradient charcoal. That would be a great one. Smoke, gradient smoke. One of those, the kind that have the gradient shades in it. Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the other colors, okay? We'll try on the shaded toast now. Okay, here's Gradient Toast, or excuse me, not Gradient, Shaded Toast, SS Toast. So you can tell a little bit about the fibers. You know what, these fibers feel a little softer than this color here, and that's the one of the non-rooted colors, and this is one of the rooted colors. I don't know if that makes any difference in the purchasing of it, but you know, they feel really wonderful, and I love the style. Lots of great movement, but I really like having a darker root. But you know, you can always add one to whatever color you would like. Okay, so this is Shaded Toast, and you can see she has a little bit different curl pattern that she's laying in, but generally the same. Okay, I think she had a longer, it looks like a little bit longer, straighter flip in the back. But you know, a lot of times that doesn't really matter because it's supposed to be a blunt bob. Okay, and I can see the blonde highlights in this one quite a bit more, or more like the Glazed Mocha. She has more blonde highlights. And I would say this is warm and this one is warm. This one is a little cooler. She's not 100% cool, but she is cooler than the Glazed Mocha or the Shaded Toast. So if you're looking for those kinds of tone differences, color differences, warmth or coolness, then the Honey Pecan would probably be the cooler shade for you. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and try on Honey Pecan and see how she looks in comparison. Alrighty? Okay, this is Honey Pecan, and you can already tell it's a little bit darker, not as much highlights, but it's still in that family. It doesn't have the impact of the highlights and lowlights. It's mostly a blend, I would say, and but it's a beautiful color, a beautiful blend. If you like Honey Toast, this is such a cute hairstyle, isn't it? I mean, oh my gosh. You could go fancy, you could go casual, you could do anything with this young lady. And I love my big hoops with her, don't you? Anyway, so just right around the neckline, I think for the length, this would be the longest that I would probably wear myself. And I do like this length, whether it would be straighter or a lob, more of a lob, or maybe even more curly. I do like having this shoulder length. But what do you think? Do you like them? I do too. I was really surprised. Well, you know, this young lady can go anywhere. I just love this easygoing style. And I would probably spend more time wearing her just like this, just because she looks so natural. And putting some blingy little clips in her is only going to make her look cuter, isn't it? And if these bangs are not curly enough, you can take your hot air brush, and curve them. And get as much bounce in them as you like, if that's what you want to do. You can part her from one side, or you can part her from the other side, because it won't matter. With the direction of all of the hair fibers on top, it's still going to look great either way. So let's take these girls outside and look at them in daylight coloring, or daylight exposure, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, here I have all of us coming out the door. You can see a little bit more on this girl. She's a little cooler. All right, let's go ahead outside. Oh, look at the beautiful colors. I mean, you couldn't go wrong with any of these. If you like this shading or this mid-range of colors, this would be great. Okay, let's take a look here. Out in the daylight. Gosh, I wish I had longer arms. Okay. Different lighting and shading. Yes, definitely this young lady has more warmth to her than this lady over here. Okay, let me get them situated on the rail. Okay, so here's all three of them. next to each other. This is glazed mocha. That's the R11S Plus. This is the shaded toast, which is SS12. I'll show you those numbers anyway, but this is shaded toast because we know she has the root, shaded toast. And then this one is honey pecan. So you can tell there's just some slight differences. This young lady appears to be slightly darker than these two. And of these two, the glazed mocha is a little cooler than the honey toast. The honey toast has a little bit more red in it. So if you're doing some comparisons, you know, that's what you're gonna find. And then of course, this is what the top, the mono crown looks like on all three of them. It looks beautiful. It goes ahead and gives you that authentic scalp look, but it's got a decent price point as well. Alrighty, well, let's take these girls inside now. Well, I think that's going to do it for Stop Traffic. She is a great little find, don't you think? She's more of a mid-range price point, and so you can also get her on sale all the time at many vendors, okay? Well, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope this was helpful for you guys. You guys take care, have a great week, and I will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions, okay? Okay, bye-bye.